We are gathered here today to discuss the people's princess, Ice Spice. Ice Spice is the latest rapper to capture the attention of the internet thanks to her hit song Munch. And since then, she's modeled for Ivy Park, she's released an EP, performed at Fashion Week, and captured the attention of people like Lil Nas X, Cardi B, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Yeah, no album, just an EP. A lot of things happening for her. Right now, she's in that gray area where you've gone viral. A lot of people know who you are, but you could easily lose your spot. We're still in that period where if she disappears tomorrow, we could all be like, yo, what happened to, remember 6 months ago when we were talking about that Ice Spice girl? What happened to her? Someone go to the Bronx and find out she good. But with all the attention she's gotten, it's looking good. It's looking good for her. Except, is her music actually good? Is it good? Now, if you want my opinion, because I have listened to the EP is called Like, no, look at the title. It's called Like. Now, the worst song on the EP is Munch. I'm gonna say something positive. Relax. Put the Twitter fingers down 1 second. Munch is the worst song on the EP, hands down. And that's why at first, when clips from that music video were circulating on the internet, on Twitter, I wasn't feeling it. You know, you thought I was feeling you? Because I wasn't. Not off that song. But then Bikini Bottom started circulating on the internet. I wasn't feeling that either. I was feeling very Plankton about it. I was feeling very Mr. Krabs about it. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling Patrick about it. You know what I mean? You get it if you get it. So off them two songs, I was like, I guess it's not for me because I'm not seeing the vision. Wish you the best, Ice. But I'm gonna be over here because it's a little too cold where you are. But you know, a couple weeks go by, the chatter online is getting louder and louder. And I'm starting to feel like, am I missing something? You know, I have bad eyesight. Am I missing something? Especially after she booked that Ivy Park ad, because at that point I'm thinking she's Beyonce approved. I'm awake now. I was asleep, now I'm awake. What's going on? So, you know how our phones are listening to us? You didn't hear that from me. I hope you're not watching this on your phone, because your phone just heard that. Anyways, you know how your phones our phones are listening to us? So I go on YouTube, and there it is, an interview on my recommended page that Ice Spice did with Hot 97, the radio station in New York. So I was like, okay, perfect opportunity. I click, I watch, and I like her. Ice Spice, I like her. I don't know how I got here. How did I get here? She's funny, she's down to earth, but she's not gonna take your crap. Don't play with her. She has eldest sister energy. She didn't even have to say she was the oldest for me to know. It's a vibe, you know what I mean? As a fellow eldest sister, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real. So it's just something us eldest sisters, we understand. So if you're not an eldest sister, you don't. So don't even worry about it. But for the rest of us, we get it. And I was like, I'm feeding off his energy. That sounds like a vampire. I'm feeling the energy, and I'm feeling you now. Munch, I'm feeling you now. Let me go listen to this EP. So I did. Now that I've listened to the whole EP, the EP's cute. Again, Munch, Bikini Bottom, which are like the last two songs on the EP, not into it. But the other songs, I'm feeling them. In her mood, acting a smoochie, Princess Diana, Gangsta Boo. The songs are cute. If they come on in the, you know, I might do a little. Also, I am not into drill music, so that's not helping. That's really the main, like, because the first thing I listen to when I listen to a song is the instrumental. You could be, you could be Langston Hughes with the lyrics. You could be Maya Angelou with the lyrics. You could be the greatest lyricist of our time. But if I don't like the instrumental, it's over, honey. I'm not listening to your song, you know, beyond that first listen. Yeah, as soon as I hear them drill beats, I'm like, I am still the greatest thing to come out of New York. You know what I'm saying? Drill can't take my spot. Her. Got a big ego. I can't really back it up. But anyways, my more positive, my now positive, renewed, refreshed outlook on Ice Spice got me thinking about the power of personality, especially in female rap. Now, before I get into this, first of all, let's address the light-skinned elephant in the room. Colorism, it plays a part in Ice Spice's rise to the top. I must agree. There's privilege there. So I'm gonna acknowledge that, because I'm gonna talk about how her personality has helped her get to where she is. Sure, but also she's light-skinned. Yes. Acknowledged. Agreed. I'm not gonna talk about that much in this video, except for just now when I just did. See, me talking about it was that I just. Moving on. Now, I've noticed, and social media is part of the reason why we have this now, but a lot of female rappers, or there's several female rappers that are creating longevity for themselves through their personalities. Cardi B, for example, has Cardi Tries. Young Miami has Caresha Please. Sweetie, back in the day, she had the vlogs, and she kind of tried to do her own interview show thing. Didn't really work out, but we'll get into that too. Cardi B, let's get into Cardi B in more detail. Cardi B, from the jump through social media and her time on Love and Hip Hop, people fell in love with her personality. And from my perspective, she has never been the type of person who's like, I'm trying to be the best rapper in the game. I don't think she's ever said that. From my perspective, it always seemed like she was like, I'm here to make my money. I'm here to collect my coins. I'm here to be in my bag. And I'm not saying she doesn't take it seriously, because I do think she does. She's spoken about how she has anxiety every time she drops a song, and she has a lot of like anxiety around this new album. If we ever get it, I don't know. I kind of feel like not having that hunger to be the best rapper, like above other rappers. Maybe the hunger to be your best self is there, but the hunger to be the best rapper is not. And I think that allows you to devote more time to other things. Instead of being like, I need to get in the studio and drop this album tomorrow, it's, let me do this, let me do that, let me diversify my portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Let me do other things, because music is not the only thing feeding my family. And in some ways, this approach is better in terms of like having a long career as an entertainer. If you make it about your personality, people will stick with you beyond music. Like, again, Cardi B could be like, I'm done with music, and I think she'll be fine. She has the personality to do other things, and her fans, including me, will watch. Young Miami, same thing. Through showing her personality on social media, she was able to make the jump into hosting her own show, Caresha Please. Now, I'm not a city girl. Baby, I'm a suburb girl, all right? I be in the house. I be inside by myself, minding my business. I don't really listen to city girls' music beyond the hit singles. But let me tell you something. I have seen every Caresha Please episode where she has interviewed a woman. The men, not so much, but the women, I'm there. The men she's interviewed, I low-key, like, their names are familiar to me, like G Herbo. I'm like, oh, G Herbo. He has a song with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion has him on her album. And I think he's dating that, or he has a baby with that influencer, Ari Fletcher. Is that her name? Mm-hmm. Beyond that, don't know who you are, sir. I don't know who you are, sir. All right. Maybe your most popular song, if it played, I would know the song, but I wouldn't know who was the rapper. Kevin Gates. Again, off the top of my head, can't name a Kevin Gates song. Can't name one. Nope. But if you played his most popular song, maybe I would know it. This is the thing too. If you look at Caresha, I'm not into the music like that. Not because it's bad. I just haven't really gotten into their discography like that. But through the personalities, I can still enjoy the brand. Like, I could still be a part of the community that likes Caresha and pays attention to Caresha. Even though, can I name a lot of city girl songs? No. In the long run, your personality will make you more. What am I saying? Your personality will keep you relevant for a longer time. You know how hard it is to stay relevant musically and maintain a certain level of fame long term for like 40 years or something? Or like, there's rappers who are like, I'm not trying to be rapping when I'm X amount years old. I'm trying to be with my kids. But hey, personality, you can do that. You can retire from rap and then do other things, and the people who know you from your music career and your personality, we will still be here. With Sweetie. Now, Sweetie has like this influencer thing going for her, especially like a pound, a rupee, a dollar. Especially a year or two, oh my God, a year or two ago, okay, Sweetie was really going viral online for, and maybe she still is, it hasn't been coming across my timeline, but she has gone viral for like the weird food she would eat and the interesting brand deals she would get. Y'all remember when she had that ranch dressing and there was like a Hidden Valley Ranch Croc shoe that she was, what? I don't know, girl. Sweetie, she had the Icy Life vlogs. That's when I became a fan. Again, was not into her music. Don't stop, don't hurt, many cause I almost hip hop when and I get it. I knew that song. Maybe not the lyrics, but I know some of it. But I knew her personality. I sure did, because I was tuned into them Icy Life vlogs, honey. Oh, and she also used to do like an interview show. This was pre-Caresha Please era too. She could have been Caresha Please before Caresha Please. She was doing this weird like 3D thing where like the desk in the show would talk. I don't know. It was interesting. But it didn't look good.
Ain't that right, smooches?
Period, Pooh.
Like, I was cool with the desk talking, because, I mean, I watched Scooby-Doo for years. You know what I'm saying? That dog was talking. I watched Blue's Clues as a child. All types of inanimate objects. Dora the Explorer. All types of inanimate objects were speaking to me. So, you know, I could go back. It's no problem for me to imagine a desk talking. It's fine. But it just didn't look good visually, because the budget wasn't there. Thanks to social media, the line between influencer and celebrity has thinned out a bit. Why am I talking like that? Thanks to social media, the line between celebrity and influencer has thinned out a bit. It's easier to start out as one thing and then transition into doing the other, so that eventually you're doing both, especially if you're going from celebrity to influencer. Influencer to celebrity looks a little harder. You know, that's a whole other conversation. I say all that to say that I'm curious to see what Ice Spice, what moves she makes as her career goes forward. Is she also going to join the trend of female rapper becoming influencer or like an internet personality thing? Because a lot of the comments under interviews she does are about how cool her personality is, how much people like her. You know, I've seen people say stuff, not nice stuff about her music, but then be like, but I like her as a person. You know, we don't really know what her music is gonna give for this album. It can improve. It can improve. Ice Spice, I'm curious to see if she's like, I'm just trying to be doing music. I'll come outside and do interviews and perform, but that's it. You're not getting anything else. Or if she's going to do some type of podcast or something. I don't know. She seems like she keeps to herself, especially with that Scorpio moon, Capricorn sun. My astrology girlies stand up. How I think her personality is, I don't know if she's really gonna be on social media like that to show us that personality really hard. We can speculate about her longevity, but only time will tell. You know what? It took me a couple weeks. This is how I know I'm out of touch, because it took me some time to figure out what munch meant. Because at first I thought I knew, but then she said it in an interview and I was like, oh, that's not what I thought it meant. So thank you for the clarification. Anyways.